Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And the returner elects to fair catch it. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch, and he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass caught, second down now. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Offense operating from the pistol. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Receiver in motion now. And the single back takes the handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Ball handed off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Can they convert on third down to keep this drive rolling? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Brought down to the 22 to first down, very near the red zone now.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
The Jayhawks will have 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And the Jayhawks are going to cash in this red zone trip. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. Will he score here? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Makes it second and short. They'll run it from the gun. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down and 10. To throw, it's Johnson. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's running out of time here. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This Kansas State offense is quickly moving down the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And at first down, they go right back to him. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And he knocks BAT right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Kansas offense is back out there now. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Moves the ball up to the 30.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Back's got it again. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. It's a quarterback keeper. Gets into space at the 50. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Well, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Play action here on first down. Lets it go quickly. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. At the 30 now. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
First down, looking to throw the football. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down mark.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator. Go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
And the Wildcats will line up now. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Looking to pass this time. Defense is coming after him. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it in the 37.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And in first down, right back to the running game. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some. He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Wildcats. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So, second down after the incompletion. On the run, it's Stewart. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The freshman with a little too much air into that one. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 45. Good enough for first down yardage. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. The Jayhawks lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. The running back has the ball, and he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. On the run here, lets it go. Short connection to the tight end here. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. They'll try the right here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I don't know if there's much more he could have done on that play. Sometimes it's not necessarily a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. It's the defense just does a nice job at the line of scrimmage, and they make a play.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. The sure hands. It's Bell. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
He's found some room at the 45. Tackle, but first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Second down after that previous play. Dropping back, it's Johnson. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Back out there now. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. Looking to throw it on first down. He's looking to scramble. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. And a timeout is called, important stage late here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. This will likely be the last play of the half. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Looking to pass here. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Jayhawks will kick this away to get the second half going. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Nice grab. It's Jackson. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Dropping back, it's Johnson. The pass rush closing in. They're going to scramble now. Breaks loose at the 40. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Handoff from the shotgun. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Kansas State now operating in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Let's it fly to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Offense drops it onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Receivers are bunched together. To throw, it's Johnson. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Had a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll try a pass here. That's reeled in. It's Bell. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain and bring up 4th down.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Long enough and good. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. It comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And it's a bunch formation. Looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Extending the play now. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The Jayhawks line up on 1st and 10 now. It's an option look. Oh, the ball comes loose. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. Second down play coming up.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
He's escaping the pocket now. Well, he scrambled and scrambled, doesn't get the ball away, and is finally dropped for a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Receiver makes the grab. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. And the runner takes off to his right. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a big gain. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Looking downfield. It's Johnson. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
1st down here for this offense. On the ground, it's Jackson. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Second down play coming up for this offense. physical run, breaking tackles. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The Wildcats will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Kansas offense is back out there now. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. Ball handed off, fighting him off. And the run moves the ball to the 33. The Jayhawks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Looking for some space. It's Stewart. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. A running play keeps the offense fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Jayhawks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now it's second down here. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. So 2 losses in a row puts them in a tough spot. 3rd and very long. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Crucial third down play right here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. The pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete downfield. No, he didn't make it. He stopped short on fourth down, and that could be a fatal blow to this offense. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Get some space around the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. What a special year and a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call themselves champions of the ACC. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they pursue now a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation